What is going on, guys? Letter Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we have some stuff to go over with AMC, GameStop, the daily update, and what is happening with the debt ceiling. And then we are going to touch on the S&P 500. So without further ado, if you enjoy watching or find value out of the video, make sure to hit the like button. It's free and it helps me out tremendously. Also, of course, feel free to hit that subscribe button and help us get to 14,000 subscribers. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So first of all, GameStop is trading at $23.52 currently as I'm making this video, and it's down 2.85%. However, I do like this retracement. We are sitting on the 1 hour time frame on TradingView, and if I bring the drawings in right now, this is tracking very closely to what we have drawn out on GameStop. And in my opinion, we could possibly see a spike higher before a hard retracement before actually ripping. So we could see a run all the way up to around $29.50 and then come back down to about $22.32 before bouncing off of that level, which will essentially be an attempt to shake out bulls and potentially close call contracts, so on and so forth, and take some profits. Just to disclose, I did not take my profits on GameStop. I had a nice 90% gain on my call, and I'm still riding it out because I have expiration in July, so I'm not too worried about it. As well as GameStop is expected to report earnings early June, plus all of the catalysts that we stated yesterday. I think AMC and GameStop are just in a strong spot right now, and I'm getting very excited. I also do hold my AMC calls. Let's talk about AMC. So AMC is trading at $5.10. Really no volume on AMC. It's down 0.5% on the day. And you can see all over Twitter that the order book is basically being spoofed. Not only that, but more than 70% is being traded in the dark pools. So as of right now, it is not looking too hot. I think the only two outcomes are dark pools get closed or shorts become forced to cover, which we're going to talk about in 1 minute, why they might not be doing too well as for someone's expert opinion. Now, if I bring in the drawings right here, this is exactly what we are tracking for AMC, and it's tracking pretty nice, I'm not going to lie. So this is most likely going to be a calm, quiet week for AMC, and either Friday or Monday you should see that gap up before we start scaling up to around $7 very early June. That is the expectation for the short-term outlook for AMC, and all this move that you're seeing in red that we have drawn out is just to lead into the bigger move. So this is just the prep move. This is the pre-run, if you will, that we have been tracking with AMC. So just keep that in mind. This isn't the run that we're waiting for. This is just the pre-run. Now, real quick, touching on some Vortex numbers, I want to go over all of the numbers because we haven't in a bit. 25% short interest, which is reported on Vortex with 167 million shares on loan. Utilization is still maxed out. As long as you see utilization maxed out, shorts are stuck. Cost of borrow average sitting at 75% and 108% for a max, so not too high. As for a 5.54% short interest, utilization at 55%, and the cost of borrow average sitting right around 7%. Now the options chain for AMC is not looking too hot. You have 20,000 calls compared to 29,000 puts expiring in the money, but you do have more calls out of the money compared to puts, so they are most likely going to win on the options chain this week. But as of now, more people are betting bullish on AMC next week, which is interesting to say the least, because the options chain for AMC, we noticed, has been bearish every single week, and GameStop has been the opposite, bullish every single week. But now all of a sudden, we are expecting next week AMC to scale up to $7. Between the 1st and the 8th, GameStop is reporting earnings, and the expiration the 2nd to the 9th, both have become bullish on AMC. Both options chain for these 2-week expiration have more calls now outweighing the puts, so just keep that in the back of your head. I'm looking forward for the next 2 weeks for AMC to scale up even higher. As for GameStop, looking absolutely beautiful as well. Short exempt stacked up a little bit for both. They're trying to keep the momentum tight here. They're trying to keep it very slow, especially GameStop does not gamma ramp, okay? 17,000 calls compared to basically no puts expiring in the money, with a solid 42,000 calls out of the money compared to 24,000 puts. So the more GameStop ramps up, the more it is going to have the potential to gamma ramp, FOMO, squeeze, so on and so forth. And keep in mind that the rest of the options chain for GameStop is still extremely bullish, which is a very good thing to see. Honestly, I'm not too mad at the retracement today. I was expecting maybe up to a 6% retracement, and we are only sitting at around 4% currently. Now, just to put this into perspective for you, we saw the recent article, we talked about it, how AMC's failed to deliver are at all-time high. But just to put it into perspective for you, Tesla's FTDs for April average 84,000, CNK 3,000, Apple, another blue chip, 83,000, Google 45,000, and AMC 4.6 million. Okay, this is exactly why something is not right. and the regulators aren't doing anything about it because they know that it is going to crush the system. Now, Saudi Arabia's energy minister warns people shorting oil to watch out, and he also says that short sellers will be ouching. If we have time at the end of the video, I will play the clip for you, but let's move on. Reuters also posted an article stating that AMC meme investors win rare access to evidence in fight over $129 million settlement. They're basically just talking about the lawsuit, but what's interesting is that Vanguard is the second largest shareholder in Reuters, a very large shareholder in AMC, probably naked short selling AMC or lending out their shares, and all of these decide that they want to track a meme stock that went from $70 to $4. Make it make sense? I bet you can. In last night's video, I posted it a little bit late, but if you guys didn't see it, we talked about how short sellers are trying to oppose the conversion and reverse split. Now, Americans haven't been this worried about their bank deposits since the 2008 financial crisis. On top of that, the biggest US banks will be hit with nearly $16 billion in extra fees over 2 years under a Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation plan to recover its losses associated with rescuing Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank in March. Also, a US regulatory body has imposed a $9 million penalty on Citizens Bank for their credit card practices. And finally, the debt ceiling. Treasury Secretary Yellen expresses strong certainty that the United States is now on track to exhaust its available funds by early June. Biden's thoughts are that the default would have a catastrophic consequence and is urging Republicans to agree to a clean increase to U.S. borrowing limit, known as the debt ceiling, before the deadline is reached. However, we do know that they have not reached a deal. In fact, McCarthy says to the Republican lawmakers that we are nowhere near a debt ceiling deal yet, and he also says that he told Biden there would be no clean debt limit. He goes, no raising taxes, must spend less money. Biden thinks otherwise, and therefore we are not coming to a deal. However, the White House negotiations team has just arrived at the Capitol. 2 minutes later, the U.S. to sell 35 billion 4-week bills on May 25th to settle on May 30th. The economy is scrounging for cash, and the delay is on. This is every single thing that's happening right now. The bank's crumbling. This is all stalling. This is all a stall tactic, okay? The US is really trying to save itself from a default. Meanwhile, the equities market is ripping heads off. Again, this is a time where I wish somebody could make it make sense. Before we touch on the S&P 500, in case you care, Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan, which is the US largest bank, has said everyone should be prepared for rates to go even higher from here. Now, the S&P 500 is trading at $417.35, basically sideways on the day. It came out of this parallel channel and broke back into it. It's basing off of this trend line, and the SPY is kind of just waiting for something big to happen. I think it doesn't have enough power to push higher, but it doesn't have enough bad news to push even lower. It's kind of uncertain right now, but at the same time, people don't want to miss the opportunity in the overall market to lose out on their gains. But guys, you have to keep in mind the S&P 500's average return year over year is between 8 and 12%, and already this year it's above 8%. Along with everything that's happening, I would be a very, very skeptical investor. Overall, guys, this is what I got for you for today's video. I'm looking forward to AMC and GameStop continuously holding my positions. If you want to know my positions as soon as I take them, make sure to join the Discord. The link is right under the video, as well as Moomoo to get up to 20 free stocks by just signing up using my link and making a deposit into your account. Here's the benefits right now. I'm in the Discord on the daily. It is well worth it because when we talk stocks all day long with 500 of the most amazing people for now, right? More people are going to be joining in the server. So if you're late, I feel bad for you. You're missing out. It's well worth the money. Plus, we have options trading alerts in there and more. It's overall just good vibes in there. Everybody trying to talk stocks. You really want to associate yourselves with people who are interested in the same thing, who are interested in making money. Also, the Moomoo link, you are getting free level 2 order book data, access to trading options, going long, going short, a customizable earnings calendar, and a ton more benefits, as well as it's free to trade on there. Plus, getting 20 free stocks once you sign up and make a deposit. It can be a penny. That's basically it. So if you want to spend 2 minutes out of your day, use those 2 links. If you want to check out the other links, feel free to do so. That is it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Make sure to share the video, drop a comment. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.